Nia and Shayna lose again. Sheamus and McIntyre are really good friends. And Randy Orton had to fight two people. All that and more coming up on the Wrestle Story. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Hello, John L. How you doing?
What is up, folks?
What is up, folks?
How's it going? How we doing?
How is everybody doing?
Hope we're good.
Hope we're good.
So. Raw.
Yeah.
Okay show, I suppose. It wasn't great.
I thought it was okay. Didn't think it was bad.
But it wasn't, terrible, I guess. I like the ending of the show.
Yeah, I think
other than that,
here's what I'll say. There were some good parts, and then there were some, totally, terrible parts.
Yeah.
But, I wasn't, today's Raw wasn't, I would say it was probably, for the most part, better than it has been.
Yeah, sure. I could agree with that, I suppose.
So, Mrs. Gleen, hello, how you doing?
I love when I click buttons.
Stream Elements, hello, how you doing?
I love when I accidentally click buttons.
Good to see you.
How's it going, folks?
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about Raw.
Yes.
So, you want to kick it off? Or
go ahead.
Kick it off? Or...
Randy Orton's promo.
Okay. So, he cuts promo, and he's like, I don't need to wear a mask to let the darkness out. I don't need to, because I'm Randy Orton. And I'm just that good. And then he's like...
I'm Randy freaking Orton.
I'm going to be knocking on the funhouse door.
Knock, knock, knock.
And then Bray shows up, and Bray's all like, Randy, hello, let's play a game called Let's Get Randy. And he's talking about all the things he's going to do at TLC. And so Wyatt and Fiend, that'd be weird. The Fiend and Randy Orton are fighting at TLC. And so they didn't come to a conclusion on how to punish Randy Orton, so Orton just challenged Wyatt to a match for later in the show, just like Bray Wyatt, not like the Fiend or anything. It was just Bray. And Wyatt accepted. So we have that set up for the main event. Not a bad way to start the show. I thought it was a decent promo from both Randy, Bray. We're missing Alexa this week. I don't know where she was at.
Well, didn't he make? Wasn't there a comment made or something about her being scared of Randy or something like that? Or maybe I read that in a tweet. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know, but he did say something about Alexa not being there, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said something about
why
she was afraid of what Randy would do when he came to the funhouse.
Ah, interesting. Okay,
I think
I didn't catch that, but okay.
This promo I thought was cool. I thought the whole thing was done well. The fact that Bray feeds off of what Randy's doing, and I think Randy's doing a good job feeding off of what Bray's doing.
Yeah.
So I think this is really good. Hello, James. How you doing?
What is up? So yeah, that's I think it was a decent promo to start the show.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
definitely.
with it. So. After this, we have Tom Phillips, who announces that we're getting Shayna Baszler versus Asuka.
Yes.
Tonight.
Pretty exciting.
Guys, okay, the issue I have with this is the first time that they were ever going to fight. And they didn't do it on pay-per-view. They did it on a Monday Night Raw. In a mediocre match.
Yeah.
Anybody else see the problem with this?
Well, I think the big problem with this is just what they're doing with this. The whole idea behind all of this with Shayna and Nia and Asuka and Lana, a lot of people are like, well, this is to make Lana look good. No, I think this is more about finding a way to split Shayna and Nia up and giving them a reason to split Shayna and Nia up.
Except
because and here's why I'm saying that, okay?
Because I don't know, man.
Here's why I say this, okay? Because I think a lot of people like what Shayna and Nia have done together.
So, yeah, you're
and
not
so this way it gives them a reason to split up.
Mm-hmm.
And so rather than just splitting them up, for whatever reason, I think this is a way to give them to get a reason to split them up, because ultimately Lana ends up getting over on them, and she shouldn't be. So this is how you split up Shayna and Nia, and probably, I'm going to guess they feud for a little while.
Probably, and then they'll probably want to go after the title, and then they'll probably feud again, and then they'll probably, one of them will win and go after the title, and then potentially win, and then they'll probably feud again. So,
well, who knows?
That's,
it's
probably
kind of
the
what
way it's
WWE
gonna
does,
go.
so that's not shocking. I mean,
so
hello, observing stuff. I want Randy versus Bray Fiend to last a while. WWE likes long, useless. Maybe they can have a long feud, long good feud. I mean, yeah, if they have a long good feud, that'd be cool. And so I think that the one thing they need to do is, I don't want to have matches every week against each other.
yeah.
I want to have something set up. I want to have something set up where we can. It's a drawn out process, and not.
I don't know that we're necessarily going to get that though, because I think that they're going to fight at TLC. Randy and the Fiend.
Yeah.
And then I think after that, they might fight each other at the Royal Rumble. Like that might be the thing. And then for Mania, I don't know. They'll probably not be feuding then, because I feel like that's like a long ways away.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah.
So.
James says congrats to Becky and Seth. Little Rue Lopez. I'm waiting for Kanga to be born, in the next, 3 to 5 years.
Quit.
And so then we have Kangaroo.
Stop it.
Sorry.
You're such like Drogosaurus Rex. It's a cute name. Like, why are you like, Rue? Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It's a name.
Just like,
I saw some people on Twitter saying, like, I don't know if it's necessarily Rue, because apparently there was some Irish people that were like, that is actually a nickname for people with the name Roxanne. And so,
So is her name Roxanne?
It might be.
And they're just calling her Rue?
And somebody said that it was sort of, the nickname, it's not Rue, it's Rox. Roeux.
Rox?
I don't know how you get that from, like, but apparently I've seen some Irish people that are like, that's what it could potentially be too. But it also might be Rue.
I doubt they have matches each week against each other every week. I think they will have something interesting every week. I mean, that'd be cool if they have something that are interesting every week. It's just, I don't want matches. I mean, I just hate it when WWE puts a feud together and then they have a match every week. I hate it. You cheeseball. That would be cool, Maven.
Well, that's what I've seen. There have been a couple Irish people on Twitter that have been like, it might not necessarily be Rue. It might be, like, the nickname Rox, and it's short for Roxanne.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Regardless. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
So yeah. They announced that today. They put out a picture.
Yes, they did announce it. And
So.
Rue is short for Roxanne in Irish.
That's what I just said.
Look, James is on top of things.
That's what I just said. That's what I've seen. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, like, how do you get Rue? Like,
It's not Rue though. It would be Rox.
Okay, but like, there's no U in Roxanne.
No, I know that, but I don't know. I don't know how the Irish people like do it. I don't know.
And doing the shortness of it, you like take off 3 letters. Like, okay, whoop-de-doo-doo.
I don't know. It's I don't know, dude.
We can't say Roxanne because that's too long, so we're gonna say Rue, or Rox, or whatever the crap. And we're gonna spell it R-U-U-X instead of R-O-X-A-N-N-E.
Regardless, cool name.
Jonelle, how you doing?
So I don't know.
I like when they have matches every week.
They would have to specify.
I hate it when they have matches every week. That kills the feud. It kills the whole thing going towards the pay-per-view.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the whole Rue thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Like
Shorten up Roxanne to Rue. You drop off 3 letters.
It's not Rue though. It would be
Rox, whatever. Mr. G, the Celtic language is way different.
And that's what I'm saying though. Is like I don't know. I don't know. That's what I've seen. I don't know if it's Rue or if it's supposed to be Rox. I don't know.
Hello, Scuff Streamer.
She would have to specify.
Yeah,
and I don't really think she's, like, looking to go out on the internet and specify things.
Probably
she's just going to let people guess.
Yeah. Maven's got the glasses on, so she has higher intelligence now.
Yeah, I didn't like the way it looked. My hair looked without the glasses. Like, I kind of need the glasses to
hold your hair back.
Bump out these pieces a bit.
I know the feeling. That's why I wear my glasses all the time, because that way I can hold my hair back. I know what you're saying. Rocks could be a nod to Becky's red hair.
Or Rue.
Oh yeah, that too.
American here, we can't act like our slang is clear.
No, our slang isn't clear at all.
No, it's not. We don't know how to freaking spell things, dude. We put letters that aren't even in, like, they shouldn't be there. We put letters in there that shouldn't be there. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Regardless. Cool name. Anyways, moving on. So we have this Shayna and Nia promo.
That's why Mr. G has the hat on. Yes, it's to hold my hair back.
We have.
I got to make sure you know that my hair stays out of my eyes so I can see.
Okay, but wait. One thing I will say though regarding the name of Becky's kid, on commentary they showed the picture or whatever that she put out on Instagram, and they're like, "Yeah, congratulations to them on their daughter Rue," and it's like I would die if that's not how you say it, and people are like totally like messing things up to begin with, like, and they have it on television forever on the WWE programming. Like, I would die because it would be funny.
Yeah.
She comes out and she's like, that's not it, folks. like no, you tried, you get the You Tried award, but that's not my kid's name.
Yeah, that's not it. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks for playing. Appreciate it.
Man, that's hilarious. Or maybe they just like cooking a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Whatever. So we have this Shayna and Nia promo backstage. Nia's hyping up Baszler before her match. And Jack says that Baszler should focus on tearing Asuka limb from limb, but that's not going to be good enough for Lana. They want to mutilate her.
Hello, Starring John. How you doing?
Is that right? I think I said that right.
Yes.
And so her back looks like her front, and her front looks like her back. And then Jax confirms this, and she says, and I quote, she goes, "It's gonna look like she has boobs on her back." And I was like, Nia, you kill me. This was so funny. Mr. G didn't even see it.
No, because
the 2 times it was on the show, he missed it both freaking times.
I'm sorry,
and I was so disappointed. I laughed very loudly the first time they did this because it was really funny. Just like Nia's delivery, she was just so like.
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
She was just like so serious about it, and it was so funny.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. James says my wife is Irish. She said Rue or Rocks or whatever, however you say it. It's short for Roxanne in the Irish language. I don't see how you get, like, it's shortening it up. It's shortening it up by 3 letters. It's not like it's Roxanne is so long that you have to shorten it up.
It's no different than us screwing things up, guys.
It just doesn't make any sense.
We'll see.
So the real question of tonight is, how long did John pay attention to Raw tonight? Because it was boring. I didn't think it was bad. I mean...
We have it straight from an actual Irish person. Rox equals Roxanne. If that's what it is, cool. If it's Rue, cool. Either or.
Let's just say, hey, you.
Like, it doesn't make a difference to me.
Yeah. It's whatever.
So. I fear Nia Jax. I fear Nia Jax. The way she said, put her boobs on her back, as if she realized that was what she was supposed to do. Oh, man. It was so funny, dude. I died laughing. It was so freaking funny. So then we get Asuka.
Mrs. Gleen says, okay, I'm getting you Celtic language lessons for Christmas, Mr. G.
Oh, man.
Problem is I don't speak English well enough. The best line of the night, though, bro nuts.
See, but you didn't spell it right.
You didn't spell it right. There's two T's.
So we have Asuka versus Shayna Baszler, in which Asuka beats Shayna. And Lana got involved during the match or whatever and, like, took out Nia. And then, like, from there were a lot of distractions, and Asuka rolled at Baszler. And I'm just like, poor booking decisions. Okay, I wouldn't have Baszler beat 3 times in a row, but okay then. You know, sure, let's do it. You know, let her eat all the pinfalls because, you know, Nia can't. So, I don't know. That was a bit disappointing.
Well,
and it wasn't even like a good match, and this is the first time. Why do we have a box in the corner? You did not check the background before we started streaming. I am disappointed.
Well, who's the dork that put it there?
I love that we have, you know, we're like doing all this stuff, and then we have...
If I sit like this, you can't see it.
Stupid Frozen dolls in the background.
Give me a hole, yeah, how you doing? Oh, goodness, not you. It is us. It is us.
What's up?
We are back.
What's up, dude?
Back again.
What's up, dude? How's it going, dude?
Yes.
Hey, folks, just real quick. We have 8 people in here and only 4 likes on the video, so...
So, you know what?
You don't have it
I don't have it up. Here. We'll pull this up real quick.
Oh, man. So, you have to show this comment.
Keep talking.
There it is. So I don't know. It was, okay. So, yeah. Where was I going with this?
I do not know.
Shayna, Asuka, lackluster match. That's what I was gonna go. That's where I was going with this. Like, this is the first time that they fought, and I felt like it was just kind of bland. Like, there was nothing to it. It wasn't like this over-the-top match that they could have had. It was just kind of not great. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Observing stuff. I wouldn't want boobs on my back, and I don't even have boobs. Nia
Watch
went.
this. They're going to pop up here.
Okay, great. Nia went.
The Wild Samoans say, give us a thumbs up, like the show right now.
Yeah, they did say thumbs up. Anyways, I was in the middle of reading this comment. Nia went to that ring with surgical intentions. Nia won heel of the night. Boobs on the back crosses the line. Yeah. Elbow drop that like button. Leg drop that subscribe button for everything Wrestle Story. Thanks, dude. Whoa, your makeup looks outstanding. Maven, you need to up your game. Your dad's makeup is on point.
Thanks.
Ouch.
We were just talking about our hair because
Ouch.
I told her, you know, she was like, I put my glasses on to hold my hair back. And
yeah,
I said, yeah, that's what I do.
It looked when my glasses weren't on. It's all...
Yeah.
Like, I like the 2 pieces in the front. It looks great. But it's kind of rough without my glasses on.
And, it's why the hat's on for me is to keep the hair out of my eyes so I can see.
So I kept my glasses on. The last couple streams I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's epic. If the Samoans say it, I must.
That's right. Samoan said to hit that like button now.
Do it.
If you haven't done it already.
Do it. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up, folks. So yeah, that was that. Nia, Shayna, Asuka, Shayna.
How you doing, Jake?
What is up, dude? So we then get the Hurt Business backstage, and somebody had a box and they got in their way, and then Tom Phillips announces that later in the show we are getting Shelton Benjamin versus Kofi Kingston. Can't wait. Awesome. Epic. Sweet. We then get Dana and Ricochet backstage, and Matt Riddle shows up looking for MVP. And because he's going to show him his box of bro nuts. Then we have Sarah who comes up and asks about teaming together, and Brooke is like, I won't hesitate to slap Retribution around a little bit, and that shows Reckoning for the black eye that she's wearing. And I'm like, okay, dude, well, that black eye isn't even really that bad. It just looks like you maybe smeared something on your face, but okay. Okay, sure, we'll go with that. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting Dana Brooke and Ricochet versus Reckoning and Slapjack. Awesome.
Yeah,
so,
and that's next.
Yeah.
So Ricochet and Brooke won.
Yes.
And Reckoning and Slapjack look like fools. Can Mia Yim please get out of this?
Yeah.
Like, now?
Today.
Like, because this is bad. And it's not... It's... I don't know what to say, man, but she needs to go out of this group now.
Well, after the match, Ali screams at both Slapjack and Reckoning for not winning.
Well, because that's where we're going with this,
Yeah.
is I think that she's ultimately going to get tired of being yelled at and is going to be like, no, I'm not doing this.
This is why they're going to split up.
They're going to disband because Ali is
Which
a
is
jerk.
Good. I suppose this way they at least have a storyline as to why they break up. You know?
Yeah, I just don't know.
Can yell bask in Dana's glory that she's still undefeated on Raw since debuting on Raw. James, we're going to talk about that because...
Is she?
I think that, Dana is outstanding. She's probably the best wrestler right now on Raw.
No, that's...
And So
the only thing impressive was their entrance, like Mrs. G said. I was impressed with the sync of Dana and Ricochet's stuff, but it's just a matter of counting off and doing it together, which apparently Dana can count, so that's good to know. So, yeah, I don't... Otherwise, not impressed with her whatsoever. So, yeah.
Angel Garza gave a woman a rose. Can it be Charlotte Flair? I don't think so. We'll give you our thoughts on that at the end of the show. Stick around, Jono.
So,
Orton and Wyatt are feuding again. Ugh. How you doing, Clark? Yes, they are. Actually, I mean, this might not be too bad. So this may be okay.
Maybe Dana Brooke will elevate Ricochet.
She might, since she's like a star now.
Yikes, dude. Yikes. So Ricochet and Brooke won, and this is like, whatever. We then have Keith Lee, who's talking to Sheamus again backstage, and is like, look, dude, the whole locker room knows that you're going to turn on Drew. So you should just own up to it, because we know what's going to happen, dude. We know it's going to happen. So, yeah.
Mr. G, never say that again. No one is interested in Dana wrestling ability.
No, she sucks. 90% of the time she misses her moves. Like 90% of the time when she does a stupid senton flip thing off the top rope, it's like she misses the person completely. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The thing is, she's clearly the best wrestler on Raw right now. No doubt about it.
I just don't get it. I truly don't get it.
Right, James?
No sense. So
James will agree with me.
We then have AJ Styles on Miz TV. And so AJ Styles says he plans on wrapping a steel chair. A steel chair. That's what I got from this.
A steel chair.
A steel chair.
One that doesn't move.
With his accent. I'm going to wrap that steel chair around Drew McIntyre's neck.
Just the one that doesn't move.
The steel chair. And then he's going to throw him through tables. And then he's going to, I don't know, hit him with ladders or something.
Yeah. He's going to destroy him. Obviously. It's going to happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you come from NXT and still are not good. Dude, when she was brought up, Dana, when she was brought up, that is a good question on how did she get called up. Well, it was because Charlotte Flair needed somebody to be a bodyguard, and they were like, you know what? Dana Brooke, let's do that. So they brought Dana Brooke up to stand behind Charlotte Flair and do absolutely nothing for like an entire year. And then Charlotte Flair turned on her. I don't even know if they had a match. I don't even remember. She obviously lost because, she's not good. And then she disappeared into the rafters. And then she came back.
She was Sting.
And she still sucks. So, I don't know.
I knew you'd agree, James.
Don't know. So yeah, Miz and Morrison are then like, okay, great, AJ. And then Sheamus comes to the ring and is all like, look, we're going to beat you all up. Because you all suck. And then Miz and Morrison are like, you're outnumbered, dude. And then Drew comes out.
Let's have a handicap match.
Can we just take a moment to really just yell about Drew McIntyre for just a second? Because this dude, instead of coming out in normal people clothing, t-shirt, some jeans, some tennis shoes, I don't know, normal clothes, he decides to come out in a turtleneck and his stupid kilt. He looked like a buffoon. I'm sorry, it needed to be said. I know some people like it. I am not one of those people, okay? He looked like a buffoon. Buffoon. With his stupid turtleneck and his kilt. He looked stupid. Stupid. It just needed to be said. So, okay, I would have appreciated Drew's kilt more if he didn't have that sweater on. But it just... Bad. It was not good.
What are you, the style police now?
Yup, I am.
Jeez.
I'm clearly more stylish than you. Clearly.
I didn't say I was the style police.
So, I don't really think you have any say in what style is, okay? You wear a neon orange shirt, navy blue shorts, and lime green socks. None of that goes together whatsoever. And it doesn't really scream style to me, okay?
Well, when that's what's on the top of your drawer, that that's you just grab what's on top and put it on.
So don't even don't even talk to me about style. Because a lot of people don't know what that is.
Drew and Sheamus in a bra and panties match confirmed for Rumble. Heard it here first. Maven is a fashionista.
I know what I'm talking about. I don't claim to be some god to fashion or anything because I'm
Mrs.
not.
Gleen said take a moment and savor the image turtleneck and kilt.
I mean, I'm more stylish and fashionable than Drew McIntyre was. I mean, with my The Man t-shirt and my jeans. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. At least my stuff kind of matches. You're all out there with your stupid black turtleneck and your navy blue kilt looking like a buffoon.
Yes.
Seriously, man.
James says hit that like button because, well, the Wild Samoans say hit the like button.
They do. Ginny, no. Not even close to Ginny, okay? Ginny, no. Mm-mm. Nah. No thanks.
I'm telling you, we gotta watch Braveheart with Maven so you can understand Scott.
But it's
yes,
not
you have to
about
watch
that,
Braveheart
though.
so you can see
I don't care. I don't think that's gonna change my mind. I'm still gonna think it's stupid.
Yeah. Mrs. G's got good taste in men. Yes, she does. She does.
Just, the kilt and the turtleneck are not it.
That's okay.
Not at all.
The kilt and the turtleneck are cool.
That's what I took from this segment. So essentially, McIntyre and Sheamus, they clear the ring of Miz and Morrison, and Styles already left the ring because they're like fighting later or whatever. So we get Kofi Kingston versus Shelton Benjamin, and this was like a fine match, I suppose. Kofi Kingston won. Like, I have no problem with turtlenecks. It's pairing it with the kilt that I have an issue with. It looks stupid.
You gotta read the rest of it. Turtlenecks will never go out of fashion because they've never been in fashion.
I really don't think turtlenecks are that bad. They just need to be paired with the right thing. And the kilt was not it.
Good night, Jake. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. And if you have not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button on your way out.
Yes, man.
Appreciate you stopping by.
So yeah, I'm just saying. Drew needs some help in the fashion department because good grief. So yeah, do you have anything to add to this Kofi Kingston Shelton Benjamin match that was 3 minutes and 20 seconds long?
Well, other than like that match and then having Cedric Alexander challenge Kofi afterwards, like this seems like it's just redundant with
what they did
the
last
New
week?
Day and the Hurt Business. That you get beat now. We're going to we challenge you again. You didn't beat us. Let's fight again. Okay? Why? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's stupid. It's their gimmick. They're going to get a championship match at TLC. They might win. I don't freaking know, though. And I don't really care, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So, like...
Dominic is a heel. Did you see his pink turtleneck?
He was trying to be The Rock. He had, like, the chain, too. You know, the gold chain. And he had the turtleneck. It was just, pink. The only thing he was missing was, being The Rock.
Yeah.
Because he's Dominic. And he's kind of awkward and, it's like, hi, guys. How's it going?
Yeah.
Dad!
You like my pink turtleneck?
My turtleneck is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Dad! Aaliyah! I haven't gotten to do that in weeks
No, you haven't done it
because
in a
he
while.
doesn't cut promos.
He hasn't wrestled in a while.
He hasn't cut a promo in a long time because he's off doing this.
That's because he destroyed the Messiah, so now he doesn't need to. He's looking for the Messiah, I think. Where'd he go?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Give me a yeah, I'm always wearing turtlenecks and mini skirts. Okay. Observing stuff. Imagine Otis in a turtleneck. I really wonder what that would look like. Well, here's what it would look like. Check out my turtleneck.
Oh, man. That's funny. Maybe Drew's neck was cold, Maven. The weather has been weird in Florida after all.
It has been.
Okay, I guess, but it still looks stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, did I just hear Maven give Dana props? She has finally seen the light. Well done, Maven.
No.
Good job, Maven.
I didn't give her props. I said their entrance was okay. That has nothing to do with giving her props. It has to do with they were in sync, and it doesn't really take much. Okay, well, it takes a certain amount of skill to be in sync, but they also cut off half of her, like, entrance, so I don't know. She still sucks, though, so.
Merci, Mrs. G. That turtleneck was heel. Yes, I do think Maven paid Dana a compliment. Watch out now for the thunder roll and lightning to strike.
Turtleneck?
Yes.
Oh, man. That was funny. So, yeah, we have Kofi beat Shelton, and then...
What? Turtlenecks are different than what?
Maybe you should look it up. That's what you do best. Look it up.
What the crap is that?
Look it up. Mr. G looks things up. So anyways, after Kofi
I'm afraid to look things up.
After Kofi beats Shelton, it's...
Oh, problems with muscles. Gotcha. No neck. It's a medical condition, my dude. Gotcha.
Mr. G gets it now. Anyways,
well, I was just, like, going off of, you know, like, observing stuff, said, what would Otis look like in a turtleneck? So I was just like, well, this is what he'd look like.
No, don't. And it's like, stop! We don't look things up anymore. So Cedric Alexander then challenged Kofi Kingston to a match. Then we get Cedric versus Kofi. And that lasted a whole minute longer than Kofi Kingston versus Shelton Benjamin. And Cedric won, so good for him.
Torticolis sounds like pasta.
We then have
neck.
That would be tortellini.
Yeah, tortellini.
That's pasta.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten tortellini pasta.
Learned torticolis today.
So
you come to this channel just to learn new words.
Yeah, man. So we then have The Miz, Morrison, and Styles versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. And Sheamus inadvertently hits McIntyre with the brogue kick, and then Styles hits the phenomenal forearm on Sheamus, which causes them to get the win. So Miz, Morrison, and Styles won. Like, great, good for them. Then it's announced that next week we're getting Lana versus Nia Jax, and we have Lana and Asuka backstage, and Asuka is all like, or wait, not Asuka. Lana is all like, I can't do this. I can't fight Nia Jax. Nia Jax is gonna kill me. This is not good. This is really, really, really not good. Not good at all. And then Asuka's like, you can do it, Lana. You can beat Nia Jax. And Lana's all like, I can beat Nia Jax. And then Nia Jax shows up, and Lana's all like, I can't beat Nia Jax. And walks off. So that's great. Can't wait for their match next week. It's going to be epic. Lana's probably going to win. So we then have Sheamus backstage, and Sheamus is all like, I didn't mean to hit you, Drew. And then Drew's all like, you know exactly what's going to happen, right? And then Raw goes to commercial, and then we come back, and Sheamus and Drew are fighting, and I was like, well, that escalated quickly, and we missed it. And then Pat Buck tries to get involved in the fight, and he's all like, whoa, guys, stop. And Drew and Sheamus are all like, and I'm all like, Pat Buck, you're stupid. This always happens to you. Then they're all like, that was great. Let's go get some drinks. And walk off. And I'm like, okay then. Cool.
It's a Scottish and Irish thing.
Love that.
Let's fight and then shake hands after we fight
Love
and
that.
go get a drink together.
They're like, let's fight each other.
I thought they might have a feud. I don't know if it's gonna be so much a feud as it's gonna be a.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna fight each other, but it's gonna be after the match. We're gonna shake hands and go have a drink together.
No. Keith Lee has been all like, you are gonna turn on Drew. We know what's gonna happen, dude. You know what's gonna happen. Just don't do it. I think Keith Lee is gonna be the one that turns. Ultimately, is gonna be all like, poo to Drew, and Sheamus is gonna be all like, whoa, dude, what's your problem? And then Sheamus and Drew are going to go after the tag team titles, and I don't really know where we go with Keith Lee from there. Probably fighting Drew McIntyre, I would assume. So, I don't know, but that's what I think is going to happen.
Am I? If this is Sheamus' face turn, this isn't it. They both look like jerks. I thought it was a good segment. I liked it. I liked the segment. They tried taking off that dude's ugly suit. That's what you get for wearing window pane plaid. I love how they were trying to rip it off, and they couldn't
get it?
Yeah, they couldn't ever get it ripped off.
It was stuck.
You realize how much that had trying to rip off a shirt? How much that's probably got to like having that fabric rip across your skin and stuff is gotta hurt.
Well, see, all of them are all like, ugh. Like when Braun Strowman comes out, he rips his shirt off, but then there's this giant string just left around him because He can't get, like, their shirts never rip completely. None of them ever get their shirts ripped completely. And I'm like, what? You weirdos?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that?
Observing stuff like the segment, apparently. Or loved it. He loved the segment. Clark, we discussed Braun Strowman being a PG goof. I heard about a time he asked the crowd if he wanted to give his opponent one more slam. Yes, it is. He is kind of a goof. I like when faces and heels mix. Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, it's great. It's a good time.
Well, since they're kind of friends, Sheamus and McIntyre, I think it makes sense on what they're doing. I think it's kind of cool what they're doing with it.
So after this, we have Matt Riddle who's talking with Jeff Hardy, and Riddle is like, look, you and me, okay? You had the Hardy Boys. You're the Hardy Boys, right? You and Matt. Sorry, I can't say his name on television. You and your brother.
Did he say his name?
I don't know. He might have. But you guys were the Hardy Boys. Well, I think that we could be the Hardy Bros.
Matt and Jeff.
I know, right? We're
No
Matt and
change
Jeff,
there. Matt and
the
Jeff.
Hardy Bros.
Yeah.
And it would be broetry in motion. And we could share these bro nuts.
Yes.
And so, yeah, man. And then Jeff Hardy's like, yeah, dude. Like, I gotta go. I got a match. And he's all like, what the heck? You didn't even try my bro nuts.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, the audacity.
Like the bro nuts that he bought from, like, the bro nut store before he showed up at Raw.
Yeah, man.
And now he's trying to hand them out?
He totally made this. Most definitely.
Remember when I said Matt and Jeff, LOL? Yes.
I just...
Just now you said it.
I kind of
remember
love
that.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I think that what he does is pretty amazing. His promos are good.
WWE took Matt off of Riddle. Probably because they're like, we don't want to have Matt and Jeff again. So now it's going to be Riddle and Jeff.
Yeah. Have y'all forgotten Sheamus called Drew a cheap bastard as they walked off? That was funny, too. Yeah, the whole thing. I mean, this whole thing with Sheamus and Drew is pretty cool. I mean, I think they're going to build it up into a fight. But I think if they do it this way, with the whole thing, they're still friends after they fight each other. I think that'd be cool.
Watch, it'll be revealed. His bro nuts are just
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, man. So after this, we have Bobby Lashley versus...
Where did you get your bro nuts from? I just went to Dunkin' Donuts and got them.
So we have Bobby Lashley versus Jeff Hardy next. And Matt Riddle came out and was all like... to MVP, who was trying to get involved in the match. And then ultimately Lashley won. And so that was great. This was way too long. 13 minutes and 11 seconds? Don't think so. Too long.
Yeah.
Too long. Too long. Far too long.
Matt is the new RVD, and I'm not upset with that. I like him as the new RVD. I just hate that he doesn't wear shoes. I don't blame you. I mean, his feet probably stink, and people probably just can't stand being around him sometimes.
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not. So, yeah. I just hate when he kicks his shoes off, and then they're all like, let's just show that again in slow motion after we just saw him kick his shoes off. They're like, and I'm like, what was the point? We literally just saw him kick his shoes off.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know why we did that. I really don't understand it. It's like stupid. It's just to add an extra minute to the show, I guess.
It is.
It's stupid. I don't get it. So we then have Ramblin' Rabbit who visits Randy Orton and tells him that he can't see Bray, that he, I don't know how to freaking read, that he can't wait to see Randy in the ring. Bray can't wait to see Randy in the ring. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Wow, that was difficult. So then we get Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt in a match. And this was pretty decent. I don't have any issues with it. And so Orton goes for the RKO. This is towards the end of the match. Orton goes for the RKO, and the lights start to go down with the Fiend stuff. And I'm all like, So lights go out, and they're only out for, like, a couple seconds. And then we come back, and it's not Bray Wyatt laying in the ring anymore. It's the Fiend. And the Fiend puts a mandible claw on Orton, and then the show ends.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, dude. Quick change. That was, like, cool.
This was cool. I liked what they did with this.
I don't know how they did it.
I'm sure they either had a second person there, or they did a video edit. I mean, the whole thing was live, so I don't know that how you would go about doing it.
I would
especially
need to go
with
back
with
and watch it.
Well, with all the people that were like watching live, I would think someone would have seen something, even though it was dark in there. I mean, and I don't know how they do it on the screens. Maybe they just black out the screens when they black everything out on the
Thunderdome.
In the Thunderdome. So I don't know. I mean, it could have been done with, could have been done earlier, and they just filmed it and then brought it in at the end. So I don't know what.
And Twitter goes that's trying to figure out how Bray did that. Yeah, that's what I was like. Whoa, dude, that's freaking cool.
It was pretty cool. I liked what they did with that.
Like, I don't know, but it was a really cool way to end Raw.
Matt should be fired for what his scumbag of a wife said about Becky. Sorry, I can't let it go.
Yeah, his wife is kind of disrespectful. I don't really like her. But Matt Riddle's character on television is great.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
So yeah, I mean, this Orton Wyatt feud, I think it's. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want that. We've had that. And so, but I think it's a good feud. I think it's a good way to go with this.
Well, but I don't have an issue with it though. It's just like playing back things that Bray Wyatt has had, or people that Bray Wyatt has had feuds with in the past, just like we did with John Cena, just like we did with other people. It's like I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But well, the cool thing is it ties back into the history that they've had.
Yep, exactly.
And so I think that the whole idea behind it is interesting.
Cool.
And I think that the idea is that Bray has to get even with him. Starring John, because I'm trying to get a career in filming and TV production. I can how they do it. See how they do it. When you go to the live show, it takes longer and it's darker for a longer amount of given the person enough time. Yeah, I don't know. I think the one thing about it is I'm guessing they probably that part probably wasn't live, but they had live on the show. Just guessing. I mean, I could be wrong.
See, but I don't know how they would have had a stunt double come in who has, like... Because the tattoos are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I mean, maybe he might have been able to do it. Like, if he did it, like, I don't know, he could have had his gear on underneath. But it's just a matter of how did he get the mask on so quickly?
Yeah.
Because you would think that takes a minute to kind of, like, pop into place. Right?
Yeah, because it was fairly quick.
So, like, that's what I'm, like... When people are like, oh, well, he might have had, like, a stand-in. It's like, I don't think so. Because, dude, it's, like, the tattoos and stuff. And I don't quite know how you would have done that.
Well, I've done enough with, like, editing videos and stuff. And playing around with videos and things like that. So I could see how they could do it. It's just a matter of, trying to portray this as being live and then not having to be live.
Yeah.
It's called TV Magic, so it's on TV. It's blacked out for like 5 or 6 seconds, but live it was at least 10 or 12 seconds. Well, and that's the question I have is it's with everything that happened on it, knowing that they're saying it's live, but in reality it's not live. Yeah. So, even though the show is live and everything, that particular part was not live. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously there's ways to do it if it's not live. That part of it wasn't live. Yeah. And so, but being live and having it change so quick and everything, it just seems like they probably had something set up to set up something in place, whether they had a video ready to go or what, but so I don't know. Yeah, but whatever. It was really cool. It's a cool segment. It was a cool way to end the show. So that's how Raw ended. That's what we did there. So the Fiend and Orton are fighting each other in 2 weeks at TLC. Now, whether it's a TLC match, don't know for sure. Yeah. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, I mean I'm guessing that we're headed towards a TLC match for them, which will be interesting. So, the only other thing I have to talk about is Shaq is going to be on AEW this week. Shaq is going to talk about why he's coming to AEW.
Why though?
Because.
Why though? I mean, I know why, because we have,
Usually WWE has a live symbol up when they're live. Maven pointed the live symbol out earlier, yes. Here's a question, guys. Since Dana is getting a push for the title, and if she wins, well, all of you sheep just can deal with it.
Whoa. Where, how...
I don't know where the question
exactly
is.
Where is she getting a push for the title? Where's that happening, James? Because I don't quite see how beating Reckoning 2 weeks in a row is getting a push for the title.
I don't either. It will probably be a TLC match with Fiend and Orton. That's what I think too.
So anyway, Shaq's gonna be on AEW this week, and I'm just kind of why though? They've literally done nothing with that over the last 3 weeks, and so what? They had Jade Cargill show up or whatever forever ago. It feels like.
Well.
And they were like, oh yeah, Shaq is coming, and then we had 2 weeks there where we did absolutely nothing with it and had nothing to do with anything, and then out of the blue they're like, oh, by the way, Shaq is going to be on our show on Wednesday, and I'm just kind of what?
Here's my thought on this. I think that because they say he's been training, so possibly they weren't comfortable with where he was in the training process.
Well,
or he wasn't comfortable with where he was in the training process.
To wrestle, I'm sure it'll be great.
And so maybe that's why the whole idea behind it is that he wanted to have this extra time to train. And so they had to wait. And maybe he got COVID. So he had to be out for, the 14 days. Possibly. Did you guys hear the news about WWE agreeing to dealings with other brands? This is either BS or we won't see it for a long time.
I think it's BS. I don't think we're going to see it ever.
I think it was more... I think
Triple H talking out his butt?
That's
what I think that was.
Here's what I think. Triple H would have more... I think he would be more willing to work with other brands.
Vince, not so much.
Vince, I don't think he's going to work with anybody.
It's never happening.
Vince doesn't want to work within his own, have his own, within his own company. Work with each other. So why would he go out and have, Impact or AEW or, some other independent company come in and work with them? It's just something that was not going to happen.
Observing. It was Triple H responding awkwardly to a question.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't think that it was anything other than just Triple H saying... Honestly, I think Triple H would probably be more than willing to work with other companies, but I don't think Vince would.
So, I saw it's, again,
Vince would be like, we're going to work with you? We're just going to buy you out and cut all the wrestlers?
Oh, man.
And we're just going to get rid of the company.
So...
But we want all of your inventory, so we're going to put your shows on our channel.
The other thing is, I haven't seen that this is confirmed, but again, it's still kind of going around. I haven't seen it confirmed anywhere, but Candice, it's looking like she broke her arm or her wrist after the War Games match last night. So.
Yes.
That's exciting. Not really, though. Which kind of sucks for her because, she's in a good position right now, and I think they kind of need to do something sort of like Britt Baker-esque to keep her on TV and keep her relevant, so she doesn't lose what she has right now.
Yeah.
I
think they need to keep her involved somehow, some way in storylines
because of everything that she's done to get to this
because
point,
she's somewhat relevant right now with what she's doing.
Lose it.
And I think that they could tie her injury into a storyline without having her get in the ring.
Well, and you can do segments like what they were doing where they have, dinner at the Garganos or whatever.
Yeah. And
she can go on and on about how Shotzi broke her arm or whatever, and when she's cleared to come back, it's, she's going to pay.
Yeah.
Whatever. They can do something to keep her involved.
Yes. Guys, WWE isn't working with no one besides WWE. These crossovers aren't happening. It's all BS, to be honest. He said because AEW is working with everyone right now. So, yeah, I agree. I think that... but I still think Triple H would be more than willing to work with other companies just to make things more interesting. But Vince won't have anything to do with it.
And as long as Vince is alive and around. and still working.
So for the
It's
next
never
50
happening.
years, WWE is not going to be doing anything.
And also AEW and WWE are battling to sign Tessa Blanchard. I've seen that AEW doesn't really want anything to do with her. I've seen that AEW really isn't going to bat to fight for her to sign with them. Like, they're not really looking to have that just based on previous, the way that she's handled herself in previous companies.
It'd be kind of awkward with her dad.
I've seen that that AEW really isn't, trying to fight for her too much.
Yeah.
Also, if they're working with Impact, I feel like that would just be a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Like, it's like she literally not fired from Impact, but she left, took the championship, wouldn't give it back, and then so I don't know. I don't know if that would necessarily work out super well.
No, probably not. James, I want to know where the hell is Becky's 365. Now maybe we'll get it. James, here's the thought. I think that they will get it when she returns back to the ring. And then they will just take you through the whole process of everything she went to, leaving, and then coming back. And, guys, you have to understand, we really want to believe Trey Hunter is in charge of NXT. But remember, he has the final say, so WWE won't be working with anyone.
Yeah.
Well, he has the final say as far as things like, sitting here with saying he's in charge of NXT is one thing, but ultimately
No, but he's not in charge of NXT,
Vince
though,
is
because Vince puts
ultimately
the stamp
in
of
charge of
approval on
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Even NXT. As much as, like you said, as much as we want to believe that Hunter's in charge of NXT, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Vince still has the final say on everything, and so it's
Yes. Do you think the woman that Garza took roses to is Charlotte? No.
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I've heard that Charlotte and Andrade are going to be working together when they come back to try to elevate Andrade's star power. That's what I've heard. I've also heard that they're going to feud with Garza somehow.
And that would definitely elevate his star power.
I don't know.
Vince has the final say, so sorry. Yes. Observing Steph, do you understand how hard it is to mute myself? Watch this. I'm going to mute myself.
I can't hear you. What are you saying? What? I don't know.
Now I'm going to unmute myself there.
Oh, okay.
See?
There you go.
See how that was done, Observing Stuff?
Dang, man.
That wasn't hard to do.
So, yeah, I saw that today, Maven. Yeah, I saw that potentially Andrade and Charlotte are going to be working together, and they're going to feud with Garza again somehow. And also, there's a potential Eva Marie is coming back, and that she might be working with Garza. I don't know, because apparently she's still listed under the roster somewhere. I don't necessarily know the full extent of the story because I didn't read the entire thing. I just kind of saw the headline. But something about, something about her still being listed on a roster somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
All the possible Vince jokes I wanted to make.
Honestly, it would help Andrade, TBH. Would it though? I don't know. I feel like...
I think it would help...
Not that Charlotte would, upstage him, because I don't think that would happen, if they booked it properly, but, knowing Vince, they'd probably book it that way. Where Charlotte is, the star of the duo. But, it might help him.
If the idea is to have a feud with Garza, it's not helping him.
Andrade's still thinking WWE, John?
He is.
He hasn't been on TV in forever. And I feel like they're keeping him off TV probably until, Charlotte's ready to come back. I would imagine.
I would say so, too.
So
Garza might be face if that happens. Yes, James.
He might be, unless they try to book Charlotte and Andrade in some weird way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure. But that's kind of what I've heard. Is they might be doing something with that. So.
Yeah.
Neat, I suppose.
I agree. I think that that's the whole... I think the one issue Andrade has is the star power. I don't see him ever having the star power that he needs to.
See, but I feel like he's really good. He's really good.
Well, it's
and
one thing, but again,
it's so
it goes
different.
back to
The way that he's been handled on Raw and SmackDown is so different from the way that he was handled on NXT. And now that they don't have Zelina anymore, it's not even an option to have Zelina to help, be his manager and stuff. he kind of needs somebody to fill that spot. Because I don't know that, like, I never thought that splitting him and Zelina up was a good idea.
Because
I never thought that he was gonna, not that he can't hold his own, because I think he can. It's just that, like, some of his best work she's been involved in, and so I don't know.
The thing about NXT is, I feel that you don't have to be good at cutting promos and things like that on NXT to be good in NXT.
But the thing about it is, though, like...
But since they've went to 2 hours, I think it's expanded a little more, and you have to be a little better at the promo game. But the thing about it is,
though, people in NXT have been good at promos, though.
But the point I'm making is like, when you have an hour show and you're trying to get as much wrestling in as possible, you don't have to have the promos there, so you could have someone that's good in the ring and put them out there without having to have them cut any promo or anything like that. Just, let's have a feud and then create some feud.
Yeah.
Where when you make a 2-hour show, you have to have, like, some promos in there to make it look good. And so, and that's where SmackDown and Raw, you have to have the promo skills to be able to make yourself look good.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're in trouble. Or have someone speak for you.
Yeah.
Woo!
The other thing that I saw...
You never thought you would miss...
just hit our sub goal for the year.
Cool.
You guys just hit 500. Woot woot. Go you guys. That's amazing.
Awesome. You know what our goal is?
I don't know.
Our goal is 300.
Because we've kind of fallen off the map since, we haven't been able to do stuff. So
I think we have 281 or something like that right now. Maybe not.
300.
I could be wrong.
The only other thing is Ronda Rousey put out a video
282.
today.
We need 18 subs over the next, how many days?
I don't know.
25 days? 24 days?
Sure.
To hit our sub goal.
The only other thing that I had to talk about was Ronda put out a video today, and she was doing wrestling training with Teal Piper. So I don't know if that means like she's training to make a comeback.
How you doing, Justin?
Or what? But this is the first time in a little bit that she's put out some stuff about training for wrestling, and she did that today. So I don't know what that means.
Ronda is coming back.
Maybe like a comeback for the Rumble. Maybe not. Maybe Mania. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's apparently training again.
Did y'all know Becky is up for Superstar of the Year and Performer of the Year? Why? She's missed like half the year.
Well,
she's missed 3/4 of the year.
It's for the Slammy Awards.
She's been out for 9 months. How can she be like up for Performer of the Year?
Well, because she, fought, from the Rumble to Elimination Chamber to Mania to a week after Mania, and then she made her announcement. And so, I mean, she was,
She's been gone for 8 months.
I don't know.
Star of the Year.
But she's up for Superstar of the Year.
Even though she was gone for 8 months.
People will still vote for her. She's probably got a good shot at, like winning something for the Slammy Awards that are so important. Yeah, because she's been training with her so she could be returning at the Rumble. Yeah. Bayley's Superstar of the Year. I could agree with that, dude. I think Bayley has had a heck of a year. She's done amazing things.
I would go with Bayley before I'd go with Becky.
I agree.
But James, to be honest, right now, I would say probably Dana.
No, Bayley. Bayley is a good shout for Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
I think.
I would think so too.
Well, let's celebrate Sunday. Yes, we're doing a show with Gimme Hoy on Sunday. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing a show with him, so that's epic. Sunday. I don't. Cool.
Feud of the Year.
Dang, I don't know what is that, like a list of like, let's look at the Slammy Awards. Let's see what they have.
Feud of the Year, I would say, is probably Sasha and Bayley.
The 2020 Slammy Awards. All right, let's just go through the list, shall we? Okay, Superstar of the Year. Bayley, probably.
Yeah, Bayley.
I would say Bayley. I think she's had, out of everybody that they have on the list, they have Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Asuka, Sasha, Bayley, Becky, and Charlotte. I would say Bayley.
Are you guys going to review Impact tomorrow? Possibly. We are definitely going to watch it. and we will see. We may do Impact with AEW on Wednesday.
Yeah. Might do that, but we'll see.
With the crossover stuff happening, we'll see. Would you vote for Becky Maven?
Probably not. I'd probably vote for Bayley.
No, James. No, James. She's missed 8 months. She's missed like 2/3 of the year.
I would say Bayley.
So we have to go with Bayley.
Okay. Then we have Match of the Year. Undertaker versus AJ Styles in the Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. New Day versus The Hurt Business Raw Tag Team Championship match, Raw November 16th. I don't even remember that. Edge
That's how good
Orton,
it was.
The greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash.
That's it. That's the one right there.
The Men's Royal Rumble match. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan Intercontinental Championship Tournament match. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso at the Hell in a Cell I Quit match. That was terrible. Shouldn't even be on this list. Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship at Clash of Champions. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns Survivor Series. Nah, don't think so. Becky Lynch versus Asuka at the Royal Rumble 2020. No, don't think so. That's hard because I really enjoyed the Sasha Banks and Bayley match, and I also really like the AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, and Jeff Hardy match. Between the two of them, though, I would probably say Sasha Banks and Bayley is match of the year out of that list of matches.
I agree.
With AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, and Jeff Hardy coming in a close second.
Yes, Sasha Bayley.
I don't know how you can put Undertaker and AJ Styles in this list of matches though, because it was a cinematic match, and so if we're talking like straight up like a wrestling match, like Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Match of the year, and why is it Dragunov versus Walter? Yep.
That's a good question. I don't know why NXT and NXT UK are in not like I don't know why they're not in this list.
The two best matches of the year were the Sasha Bayley match and then the Dragunov and Walter match.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, they were, but if we're talking about this list,
yeah, if you're talking about that list, then yeah.
It's the Intercontinental Triple Threat, with Jeff Hardy's ear nearly being ripped off his face.
Yeah.
It was a great match. I really, really liked that, and I wasn't even looking forward to it going in.
F *** is Braun doing in that category. The man had an awful title run.
Well,
yes,
he's one of the only
did.
superstars that's been pushed in 2020, so they're like, okay, well, we don't have many options.
Taker versus AJ is the best.
But I don't know how you can put it in a list of, like, if we're trying to look at match of the year, I just don't understand how the Boneyard match is classified as match of the year. Because, like, it was a cinematic match, and it was really good, and I'm not taking away from that. But, like...
I think that almost has to be a different...
Exactly! It wasn't a wrestling match. And if we're talking, like, match of the year, like, wrestling match, like, it shouldn't be in this list.
Yeah, I think you need to have a cinematic match of the year.
Because we've had so many of them. So why not make that a category?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I would say Sasha
Edge versus Orton
Bayley.
was great. She hates Roman. Yes.
I do.
She does hate Roman. Yes.
Oh no,
Edge
not
and Orton
Edge.
was okay.
The backlash one, the greatest wrestling match ever. It was an okay match. Yeah, sure. The WrestleMania one.
Not Edge versus Orton Mania. That was terrible. It was okay. I thought
it was okay. It was decent. It was like fine, I suppose, but whatever. Rivalry of the year: Seth Rollins versus the Mysterio family. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, Edge versus Orton, Banks versus Bayley, R-Truth versus the World, and Lana versus announcer tables. You know who has my vote? It's the Mysterio family. Sorry. I didn't even need to read the rest of the list.
Bayley's going to sweep everything, isn't she?
Probably.
Bayley and Sasha.
Probably. But, sorry, Seth Rollins and the Mysterio family, they got my vote.
Well, maybe you're a traitor, James says.
Well, I can just be a
I agree, but AJ versus Taker has to win. Dragunov and Walter for sure is match of the year. I would 100% agree, but it's not on the list, so we can't do that. It should be in a different list, but it's Undertaker, so he has to win. Yes, should definitely be in a different league of its own.
Yep.
For sure, they'll give it to Orton and Edge. God, I hope not. Do you think massive feuds in the WWE don't feel bloodthirsty because of the PG rating?
They can do good feuds in the PG rating. It's just they choose not to.
I don't still think that they do a good job with the storylines. Is the issue?
That's the issue. It's not necessarily like they could do it and it would be fine. It's just they've done it before. It's just right now I don't think they care enough to do it.
Yeah, I think that they could do it, but I just don't think that the storylines are not good enough right now. And so I think that's where you lose the whole talking about being bloodthirsty. I think that's where you lose all of that in their feuds. Mm-hmm. Edge versus Orton Mania was way better than After Mania.
Oh boy, I gotta respond to this comment.
Maven, why do you hate this version of Roman? He's the best thing in the business right now.
I just don't like Roman Reigns, period. Like, ever. I really just don't like him. I don't think he's as great as people say he is. I don't think his promos are that good. They're always the same. The delivery is always the same. It's all like, I'm the big dog, Roman Reigns. I'm the tribal chief. You will bow down to me. I'm great. Roman, the champion, all the time. 24/7. Always. There's never been another champion other than me. Like, he just sucks. I just don't like it. Like, at all. And so it's not even about, like, what he's doing right now or, like, what he was doing before. I've never liked him, and it doesn't help that WWE pushes him in our faces whenever they get the opportunity to. I just dislike him.
I like what he's doing.
So, yeah, that's kind of my explanation on that. I just
Yes.
don't like him, dude. It's not even about what he's doing right now.
Yes.
Like, honestly, if we're being honest, like, you have to be honest with yourself, and the Mysterio family is the best thing that WWE has going right now. So, Roman Reigns who? You know? That's what I say.
Yeah. Gimme Hole Yeah says Lars Sullivan versus the Tracy Boys. Anything with Lars Sullivan would be good. You could have that match of the year. R-Truth is greater than the world, hands down. He carried WWE for so long. Says observing stuff. My thing is R-Truth is a treasure because if it wasn't for him, the 25/7 championship would be nothing. Well, considering it's not the 25/7 championship, you don't remember what it is. That's how well it's being respected. Also, Truth makes WWE more entertaining. He does. There is no doubt about it. He does make WWE more entertaining. And so I would agree with that. They could do it. Look at Triple H and Daniel, WrestleMania 30, or even Becky and Charlotte, or even Ronda, Charlotte, Becky. Yes. No, the Roman thing. Roman is the best thing in the business right now.
Y'all are all wrong. It's the Mysterio family.
Yeah.
Like, what did you... Okay, sorry. I thought you clicked out of things.
No, I didn't close things.
Stop.
Yeah.
Hold the front door. Okay, go back to that. We're still talking about the Slammy Awards, my guy. We are still talking about them. So, who is your vote for Rivalry of the Year?
Rivalry of the Year? I already told you.
Sasha and Bayley?
Yeah.
I think they're going to win. Truthfully, it should be Seth Rollins and the Mysterio family, though.
Bayley's like sweeping everything.
I agree. For Tag Team of the Year, we have the Golden Role Models, Sasha and Bayley.
There
Nia
they are.
Jax and Shayna
Let's just
Baszler,
go with Bayley and Sasha,
the
just
New
because.
Day, the
Let's
Street
give all of it
Profits,
to Bayley.
and why are Nakamura and Cesaro even on this list? Why? Like, just get rid of them. You're gone. I would say the Golden Role Models. I think they're going to win Tag Team of the Year, honestly. Shayna and Nia might be third. Maybe fourth. Because I feel like the New Day and Street Profits are also going to get a lot of votes, but probably the Golden Role Models are going to win, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they really carried, like,
do you all remember when Truth and Miz terrorized the roster years ago? Truth would terrorize anybody. I don't, argue me this. For as long as R-Truth has been signed with WWE, R-Truth has been the most constant wrestler on that roster. Think about it. He's always there. He's never got injured. Even Miz was gone.
For a while.
I would agree.
To do a movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's always there. Sasha and Bayley is the Rivalry of the Year. Yep, they are. And they are Tag Team of the Year, too. Return
Shania
of the
and
Year.
Nia didn't have as much time. Yes.
Return of the Year. Edge, Roman Reigns, MVP, Goldberg, and Sami Zayn.
Well, let's just say this.
I don't even remember Goldberg returning this year. Sami Zayn is great, but no, not even close. Roman Reigns, don't care, don't like you. Your return sucked. You squashed Braun Strowman, and I hated you for it. Because it made him look like a chump. Also, it didn't really help the Fiend that much. So, no, not you. It would go to Edge. Edge is going to get Return of the Year because, he came back from a life-threatening neck injury that was never,
four
he was
of
never
those
gonna
don't
wrestle
belong.
Again. Yeah, I would say so. An MVP, okay, you returned to the Rumble, great, good for you. So that's
why I said four of those don't belong. So I don't know what sitting there going, well, Return of the Year. Well, okay, that's pretty obvious on that one.
So then we have Ring Gear of the Year. That we have Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The New Day, Bianca Belair, Nakamura, and Carmella.
Breakout Star of the Year?
No, Ring Gear of the Year.
Oh, Ring Gear of the Year?
Bianca Belair, hands down, because she makes her own gear, and I feel like that takes a lot of work, and I feel like she just needs to be appreciated for that.
Well, I know what Observing Stuff is going to say about this one. I'm going to guess that he's going to say Carmella.
I know what Ant is going to say about this one. He's going to say Carmella.
Yeah, that's what Ant's going to say, too. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say...
Carmella, for sure.
Carmella. Starring John will say Carmella.
Everybody will say Carmella. I think Bianca
James
Belair...
would say, why is Dana not on there?
I think Bianca because, like I said, Bianca makes all of her own gear, and I feel like that takes a lot of work and, like, props to her for doing that. So I feel like she should be appreciated for that.
Yeah. I think you're going to have, like... I don't know. This is
Why
stupid.
Is that a category?
What?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just call it stupid.
Breakout star of the year.
586, man. Botch Guy just gave us a lovely shout-out. Hey, that's awesome.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
What's the question?
Ring gear of the year, and the people in the category are Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The New Day, Bianca Belair, Nakamura, and Carmella.
See, Observing Stuff said Carmella. I knew he was going to do that.
Nah, I'll say Bianca Belair. I mean,
Look
at her gear, bruh. Exactly, and she makes it herself. She does her gear herself. She makes it, and she's made the Street Profits gear too. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like,
okay, let's
props
not kid around.
to her.
Ray has the best ring gear every year. Yeah, he has.
Except
Ray has good ring gear, but he's not on the list.
I don't see him on this list. They probably made his ink invisible because, like, he lost an eye or something.
Ring gear Carmella, no chance. I've worn PVC before. She probably smells like a hokey room changing room.
It's a toss-up between New Day and Bianca. No. It's not a toss-up between New Day and Bianca. It is straight up Bianca. Because New Day be having some fire attires, TBH. You're not wrong, though. Like, their gear that they came out with at...
Absolutely. Why not Dana, damn it? Yes.
What the heck, though? What is that pay-per-view called? The last pay-per-view that we had? Whatever. They had their, like... The gear that was, like, the video game that they were getting. That was sick. Okay? But Bianca.
And we're not talking about, like, being outstanding. We're just talking about the outfit.
So, Breakout Star of the Year, Dominic Mysterio, Bianca Belair, Otis, the Street Profits, or Murphy. Dang. Honestly?
I would say Murphy.
Murphy.
He's got most of the work.
Murphy is what I would say. You know, I would say Murphy. Like, no disrespect to you, Dominic, because you're great. But Murphy. I think Murphy is a good person to win Breakout Star of the Year.
Observing Stuff says this must be women's category because Ray would dress up as a superhero. After Maven said that he lost an eye, I forgot what I was going to say. Started laughing. Maven, the Mysterio family storyline was long and drawn out. It should have ended at SummerSlam, and they actually should have let Dominic win.
See, but the thing is, they didn't let Dominic win, and then they dragged it out, and then they got Aaliyah and their mom involved, and then Aaliyah was, like, dating Murphy, and then they, like, kissed on television or whatever, and it was, like, so freaking cringy but amazing, and I loved it. And it's just, like...
I mean, does Murphy belong in that category? He's been there for years.
I mean, but, like, have they really used Murphy properly over the last several years, though?
Because of the way it's stated, Breakout Star of the Year, I could see, because he really, I don't think he had that opportunity to be out there, and so I would say, because Dominic, no, just, like, he was in the feud with...
That is a hard no. Like, stop it right there.
Bianca, they haven't used her enough other than showing, like, promos of her. Otis, he kind of fizzled out.
No.
After the whole, when Mandy left.
The Street Profits, how are they Breakout Star of the Year? They're just a bunch of jokes.
Well, again, they don't do a whole lot other than talk, and the only one that seems to get a lot of ring time is Murphy. So as far as, Breakout Star of the Year, I'd say it's Murphy.
It's Murph the Smurf, my dude. It's Murph the Smurf. He's going to get that dub. Female Superstar of the Year. Asuka, Sasha, Bayley, Becky, or Charlotte.
Bayley.
Again, I think Bayley's going to win.
Bayley's going to win all kinds of stuff.
Male Superstar of the Year. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, and The Fiend. Probably The Fiend. That's what I would say, because I know a lot of people are probably going to say Roman just because of, like, what he's done, but he really hasn't been around for all that long, and, like, I don't care. Don't like you. Drew, he's had an interesting run. Randy Orton and Drew, that killed me. I hated it. Every moment of it. They did it for way too long, and that kind of killed Drew for me, and also not a huge fan of Orton, so, like, he's not, like, no thanks, and Braun, again, kind of laughable. So I would say Bray.
I would say...
Maven is only saying Murphy because he's a part of the Mysterious.
Either McIntyre or Orton.
Okay, yes. No. The Fiend is the only right answer here. I am not
You're only saying Murphy because he's part of the Mysterious.
No, I am not, okay? Yes and no. Because the Mysterio family is great, and I love them. They're just hilarious, and they're awesome. But also, Murphy has looked really good over the last several months. Like, okay, let me rephrase that. He's looked pretty decent over the last several months because he's had some good matches and, like, he's been put out there.
Okay, yes.
He's been put out there more because of the Seth stuff.
I shared
and then the Mysterio family stuff. And, like, I don't think he would have had, he wouldn't have been used if it wasn't for them. So, yeah, Murphy.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
I think you either got to say...
Murphy.
For Superstar of the Year?
For Breakout Star of the Year.
Oh, yeah, you got to go with Murphy.
Murphy! Aaliyah Mysterio is still a heel. Yeah, whatever.
Yes. Thanks, Jace, for sharing the show.
So, Bayley, Female Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
Bayley's gonna win, like, 15 awards on this show.
Yep.
Moment of the Year. Undertaker's final farewell at Survivor Series. Drew McIntyre defeating Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch announces her pregnancy. Edge returns in the Men's Royal Rumble. The New Day farewell address. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman unite. Bayley betrays Sasha. Or the New Day gets drafted to different brands. Okay, quite honestly, the moment of the year comes down to two different options. And it's either Becky or Edge. What are the rest of these?
I would
Undertaker's
say Becky.
final farewell? Okay, that was kind of lackluster. Drew beating Brock? Kind of lackluster. You gave that 0.2 minutes at the very end of the show. It was real stupid. The New Day's farewell address? Okay, you know, it was kind of sad. It was all New Day. The New Day gets drafted to different brands. That was just made me mad. And, like, why would that be moment of the year? Bayley betraying Sasha Banks was kind of lackluster, honestly. Like, the way they did it. It was just kind of, like, weird. Out of the blue. Like, okay. It was good, but it was, like, kind of weird. And then Roman and Paul Heyman is, like, what? You losers. Probably Becky announcing her pregnancy. That would be moment of the year. Because everybody was all like, oh, Becky! So...
I think just the way they did it is why it's moment of the year.
Yep. I think so, too.
To be honest. Why is this even important? WWE is just trying to make it seem like the superstars are bigger because they're winning these awards, but we know they won't get used to their potential stupid. Yeah, I agree, Starring John. It's just dumb.
It's just a Slammy Awards, bro.
They put Taker in that category?
Yeah.
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 He is.
So, yeah. Bayley's going to win about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 awards. And everybody else is going to win 1. So Bayley's gonna, like, run the entire show. Pretty much. And then I think Becky's gonna get the award. I think that Murphy's gonna get the award. And I think that Fiend should get the award because everybody else in that category sucks. And Edge.
Yes, Maven. Everybody was like, oh, Becky, especially you. Yep.
I was.
Yep.
Definitely me. So, yeah. They're December 23rd. The Slammy Awards on the WWE Network and WWE social platforms. Why is it on in the morning?
Well, this way everybody can get up early and watch it.
That's stupid.
Like, why are we having a Slammy Awards? I'd rather watch the NXT year-end awards because Hunter actually uses literally almost everyone on NXT.
Well, we'll probably still get
I
that
would
because
agree.
NXT isn't involved in this. But, like, you know, WWE's like, we got to step up our game here. And the Slammy Awards are just, you know, it. They're happening and hip, and everybody loves them.
Yeah, why are they doing those like 10 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. Is like why?
They're so important that they're going to do it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I just don't know.
Maven's thoughts on Austin, Indy, Johnny, and Candice becoming a stable-like group.
Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like Austin Theory. I don't... Indy's okay. I suppose I haven't seen enough of her. Johnny and Candice are great, but the other two, nah, could care less. I wish it was just Johnny and Candice. How can you put Taker in a category with Becky having a baby? Undertaker is a super old baby if you think about it. How can you put that segment in best segment of like the year? Or like moment of the year? Like the Undertaker farewell thing? It was just...
I didn't think it was good.
Not great. You know, compared to other things on that, in the list, it wasn't necessarily...
Well, the whole way they did the Undertaker thing, I didn't think it was done well.
Maybe. What do you like? Well, I don't really like a lot of things. Like, you know, certain people on wrestling shows. Pizza. Don't really like pizza. I mean, I don't know.
I think going back to, like...
what else do I not like?
You know, the Undertaker thing... I don't know how... Really, the only thing that... Because the whole Becky Asuka thing was kind of...
Brilliant?
Well, it was, but I mean, just knowing that... Because it was towards the beginning of the whole COVID thing, so they had to come up with some way to make this work.
Well, I mean, yes.
But just the fact that I don't think that Asuka had no clue.
I really don't think she knew. I mean, her reaction was like super genuine, and she was like, "What?" And so like I think that she knew that she was winning the championship, but I don't necessarily think she knew why.
Well, that's just it. I think that's why the whole Becky Asuka thing, Becky telling everybody that she's pregnant. I think that's why.
Dude, that clip has like so many views on YouTube.
I think that's why that made this so over the top was just the fact that she had no clue that Becky was pregnant and what was going on. Undertaker retiring forever is legendary. I also don't think it was done well, but this is Taker. No, it was done bad. They could have done something totally different with it. Okay, that's it, Maven. Officially canceled for not liking pizza. Starring John, I've said the same thing too. I was like, you're crazy, you're nuts. Just like, what are you talking about?
Look at how many views that has.
760.
No.
That has almost as many views as our channel has. I'm kidding. We're nowhere close to what the number of views on that.
Like, that's why I'm like, dude, that's why, like, that's moment. Like, I mean, comparing this to, let's just let The Undertaker. Tell the people how many views this has before I go on.
What? 5,619,332.
I have to look this up. Farewell. How many views did The Undertaker farewell segment get? Okay, final farewell. I need to make this more specific. $1.9 million.
Well, you got to realize that was just a couple weeks
ago. But I don't care,
so
though.
That's like he's got 2 million views on his show in like, dude, 2 weeks. And
the thing about it is, like, when it happened, though, like, that clip had, like, so many views in just a couple days.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be Becky.
Segment of the year, Omega winning the title and Impact Wrestling reveal. I would say that's right up there. Definitely.
I'm canceled for not liking pizza. Pizza's just not that great, guys. I'm sorry, I had to be the one to say it. Also, cake. Mrs. G also wrote cake. Cake, I'm not a huge fan of cake either. We had a conversation about this earlier. I'm not really a huge fan of cake. I also really don't like ice cream either. I'm just not really a sweets person. I don't really like sweet food.
No, she doesn't.
I prefer salty things.
Yeah.
Like pasta. And tomato sauce. And salad. And vegetables. And sandwiches. I don't know what else I eat. Not a lot of sweet things.
No.
Like, I very rarely eat sweet things. Like, maybe a piece of chocolate once in a while.
I'm not a huge fan of sweets either. Yes, I think you kind of have to have a sweet tooth. I don't eat, I'll eat sweets, but I'm not, like, a huge sweet tooth. Or chocolate.
Yeah, I don't really eat chocolate. Like, I'm not a chocolate person. Like, I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't like chocolate cake. It's just too much for me. Chocolate frosting? Definitely not. Way too much. Like, I'll eat a chocolate cookie on occasion. Like, I'm fine with chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are good.
I love burgers and pasta.
I like burgers too. Burgers are great.
I'm no dessert dude. Do like a little too much cheese.
Cheese is fine. Cheese is one of the only like dairy things that I eat anymore. I don't drink milk because it screws up my face. So I don't do that. I don't. Cheese is one of the only things I can eat though, because it doesn't screw up my face. It's because like the dairy content is different, like the lactose in it is like different than like milk. So I also eat yogurt on occasion. Not a big fan though.
I was one of those kids who didn't go crazy over candy. For the most part, like none of my kids are really.
Except Tab.
Well, Tab eats Tab would eat 10 pounds of candy. But for the most part, you know, like none of the kids are really huge candy eaters.
We don't really buy candy.
Well, that's because a lot of it you can't eat.
Well, I mean, I can eat stuff,
you can eat
but a lot of other children can't because of dye or
some of the other kids can't have
milk or whatever. You know, it's like, you know, it's a bit difficult. But I don't know. Not a huge sweet person. I like salty things instead.
Yeah.
Salty snacks are better.
They are.
Yeah. Just saying. So.
Impact tomorrow night. Kenny Omega. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah. It's really, interesting. I guess we'll see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Be interesting to see what they do.
So.
How they play this out and how long they play it out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I'm curious to see exactly where they go with it. Mm-hmm. And then see how it carries over onto AEW on Wednesday.
Yep.
So, with that, I think we're going to take off. We will be back Wednesday for sure. I don't know if we'll do a show tomorrow. But we will definitely be back Wednesday with AEW and Impact talk, and then we'll be back Friday. I had a candy rush today. Whoa, that moved fast. I had a candy rush today. I bought a candy bar and probably won't eat one until next year. My taste buds found it too sugary. Get some ice for that lip.
Yeah, man, dude, my lip really hurts. My lipstick is worn off, and my lip is all messed up because it's all messed up.
Cold sore.
And it really hurts, and it's like, it's messed up. Like,
yes.
And so I need to, like, go mess with it. It's just, not mess with it, I guess, because I don't want to do anything to it. I need to go take my medicine for it.
She's actually got medicine for it. Thank you, guys. Yes, give me a whole yeah. In fact, we'll be doing a show with Give Me a Whole Yeah this weekend. So
yeah, I noticed these things. Yeah, it looks better than it was the other day. Like, the other day was, like, really swollen. Like, I get really bad cold sores, and they, like, swell up like a freaking balloon.
Yeah.
And so, like, my entire top lip or bottom lip, it depends on what it is. Like, I have scars all over my lips from these stupid things. And so, like, my lip will blow up like a freaking balloon, and I won't be able to, like, drink anything except through a straw, like, through the corner of my mouth. And, like, eating things is really difficult when my lip is huge. So, yeah.
Yeah, she has actually has to take medicine for it, so.
Yeah, because they're, like, really bad.
Yeah. Unfortunate reality for people with garbage immune systems. Yes. Mouth herpes, I call them.
So, yeah.
I will be watching TNA or Impact. Collab time, baby. Yes. We'll be collabing with Gimme a Whole Yeah. Saturday. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. That's Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
I don't know what we're doing. I guess we'll just have to see, folks.
Good night, guys. Awesome show as always. I see you Wednesday. See you Wednesday night. Everybody have a good one. Peace out.